is me, Carla Bolivar again, doing another follow-up activity since we are focusing on numbers, one-to-one correspondence. I have several activities here that we can use today for this activity. I always like to start my activities with a book, a song, something to kind of help the children them transition into the moment. One of the books we have is 1, 2, 3 by Osborne Baby Books. And this book basically is a number book, like how we are counting. So we have 1 duck, 2 penguins. You can count along with the children, have the children count along with you. 1, 2. 3 birds. 1, 2, 3. 3 birds. We have 4 frogs. Can you count along with me? 1, 2, 3, 4 frogs. Turn the page. 5 flowers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 flowers. We have 6 cats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you want to incorporate, you can always say what sounds the cats make. But for the purpose of this lesson, we're going to continue counting. 7 fish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on, just to give you a concept of the book. It's a good way to introduce your topic, good way for transition, like I said. One of the things that I have here in the classroom that we like to use is the number train. With this number train, we have numbers 1 through 5, and the kids are able to put the numbers together, run them in route. We have the number 1, we have the number 2, we have the number 3, we have the number 4, and we have the number 5. They can also find the other pieces, which has the actual shape of the number. So they can fit it into the train piece, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. The thing that I like about this particular activity is multi-purpose. We're building fine motor, we're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, number recognition, and we're actually putting a puzzle together. So it's serving many purposes. Then we have the pegs to go onto the train. So let's say we have 1 hole for the number 1. So we can count number 1. We have 2 holes for the number 2. We have 1. We have 2. We have number 3. Look at big number 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we have number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And this is a very good lesson. The kids can take it down. They can actually build one on top of the other. They can stack high, and they can count like this as well. So it serves many purposes, but this is a good activity to have in the classroom. Another good activity I have, everyone knows the little number chart, and it works pretty good. This one is 1 to 7, and I like to use buttons. Anything that we use, we have to make sure it's age appropriate for the children that we're working with. Since we're working with 4-year-olds, buttons are pretty good for the 4-year-olds. They're durable. They're not really hard for them to swallow. But we have several buttons right here, and it's the same concept, one-to-one correspondence. We identify the number 1, so they place 1 button. We identify the number 2, put 1, 2 buttons. Identify the number 3, 1, 2, 3 buttons. Identify the number 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Identify the number 5. And we go so on and so on. That's the kind of concept to this activity. One of the good things is you can make several of these, and you can put it in your manipulatives area, and you can have it there, and as the children then come, they can just pull out the paper and they can work on the activity. It's a very good activity for individualized lesson, and it is also one of those activities where you can do continuous learning. Let's say maybe we want to work on patterns, red, blue, red, blue. How many do we have? We have 4. What is the patterns? Red, blue, red, blue. So that is a very good activity as well. Thank you so much. Have a good day.